Okay, good morning folks, hope you're doing okay. This is tip number 8. This one is going to be focusing on a couple of things. Number 1, understanding your release patterns a little bit more. And number 2, maintaining your centre in your golf swing and understanding the importance of that. Alright, and all you need is the side of a door frame, the edge of a wall, or an object like I've got here, 2 alignment sticks stuck together, a big vertical line for you to work against. So, number 1, releasing the golf club. Now, what I tend to find with slices of the golf ball is they fail to release the golf club. So what I mean by that, if you can imagine that being the low point of our golf swing where the ball is, they tend to drag the handle of the club and it forces a very late release of the golf club. So what I want you to do is to practice, provided you've got the wrist conditions correct, the grip condition correct, I want you to practice getting the feeling of this club face releasing a little bit earlier and closing down a little bit earlier and matching the hands, okay, to the line. Number 1, if you're a dragger of the golf club, you leave the face open. This is where the slicers start to swing out to win, because they fail to address the lack of release, and then they aggressively start swinging left to try and stop it going right, but the matter ends up getting a lot worse. So just standing up against the object and feeling like you are releasing and closing that club face earlier as opposed to the dragging of the handle. Really important for you. Number 2, this is about maintaining your centre in the golf swing. So the best players in the world, when they're hitting the drives and the long irons, they maintain their centre of their swing perfectly. But what I mean by that is, if you was to stand up against the object with the head to the right side of it, if you were to swing to the top of the golf swing and you have this reverse pivot tilt, you'd hit the object. If you were to get to the top of the golf swing and start to slide into the ball, you'd hit the object again. So this is going to help train the correct transition in the downswing. They're best players in the world, and you don't need a club for this. Get to the top of the swing, and as their weight starts to shift, they maintain the spine and the centre behind the ball into impact. Now this is not tilting, this is just maintaining that centre. So you can stand up against the door frame without a club, swing to the top, transfer the weight, maintain the centre, and open the body up from there. Then you can start to transfer through. If we look from a down the line angle, what we tend to see with sliders of the sliders in the downswing is the club flies out. Now if we do stay behind that line and maintain our centre, the club naturally falls back under the chest, and we can then start to open up correctly. So a couple of pointers for you there: maintaining your understanding the release of the club, less of the dragging, more of the release and squaring of the face. And number 2, maintaining your centre and creating that turn rather than the sliding motion. Now that's going to help you create better quality strikes and straighter shots as well. Okay, hope this helps.